The easiest way to ensure that you're going to grow, that your organization's skill level is going to get better, is take the things that only you can do and make sure that someone is at your side while you're doing them. One of the big challenges that businesses and entrepreneurs get is when they begin to grow, is instead of getting big, they get small. There's this great book called The E-Myth, right? That talks about being the practitioner as opposed to being the entrepreneur. And the vast majority of the time that I see organizations get stumped and they stop growing, they kind of destroy their potential progress, it's because of the inability to actually offload duties and responsibilities to other people. And I'm not necessarily talking about delegation, because delegation is certainly important. I'm talking about transferring of skill set. And the easiest way to ensure that you're going to grow, that your organization's skill level is going to get better, is take the things that only you can do and make sure that someone is at your side while you're doing them, right? That pure, observation that someone is able to have by being at your side is going to ultimately lead to them being able to execute effectively themselves. And so if you never do it by yourself, right? If you never undertake that task that today maybe seems, imperative, if you do it by yourself, you're always going to be the only person that you trust doing it. But when you start mentoring somebody and transferring that skill set by having them at your side, before you know it, you're able to scale. And ultimately that allows you to empower them and trust that they're going to do it the way you would do it, because they learned it by watching you, right? It's like that old commercial on TV, like, where'd you learn it, kid? I learned it by watching you, Dad, right? And the same thing holds true from a leadership standpoint. So whether it's your conversation, whether it's a sales presentation, whether it's a negotiation, like, you have to have people in the room with you at all the time. I mean, short of going to the bathroom, which probably you should do by yourself, according to human resources, it's really important. But realistically, you should always have someone at your side with the express idea of transferring that skill set. That ultimately allows you to get big instead of getting small. It's going to give you the confidence in other people to transfer that skill set. So, stop doing important things by yourself, because if not, you're always going to stay only as good as what you potentially could do yourself. And, we're very quick to offload things that we think are menial. It's the ones that we really enjoy doing that we're reluctant to share with other people, right? If we have the secret sauce, if we know how to do it and nobody else does, it makes us more valuable. It's a foolish mindset. Like, if you think that being the only person that's able and capable of doing something yourself is a way to profitability, you are gravely mistaken. What you need to do is you need to transfer that skill set to as many people as possible, because you alone, there's 24 hours in a day, there's 7 days in a week, there's 365 days in a year. You can't make more time. But if you have 10 people that can do what you can do, you've just multiplied your productivity. If you got 20 people, 30 people, 40 people, and occasionally you find someone who's better than you, and when you do, you ride that horse to the finish line, right? That person is going to take your business and elevate it to a next level. But that never happens unless you invite them into the room, that you allow them to sit in the chair across from you when you're having an important conversation, when you allow them to sit in the boardroom and listen to the negotiation, when you allow them to go on a sales call, and not just allow them, but invite them, right? Bring them into the fold. And not only will you ingratiate yourself to them, and they'll be perceiving value because you're bringing all of these things we've talked about, right? All of the stuff that we've been talking about last couple of weeks about bringing value and growing your business, it all culminates with having someone at your side. And so never do it alone, right? Never do it alone. You got to have somebody with you at all the time. And if you do that, your business is going to explode.